Trouble ahead. Proceed. I'm with you. That which is seized must be repaid.
Need I teach
What are you
someone
waiting
a
for?
lesson?
The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Never stop thinking. SAS Perkibi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood. Fail. Get out.
Allow me to see you off.
Wait for the tiles before you start counting. Don't need this tile.
Pity, you chose the wrong enemy. Abyss flower, bloom. Receive divinity. Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return! That which is seized must be repaid.
0 points. Next.
It cannot come to pass.
Let's test your knowledge. Fail. Get out.
That's a set. Fights are like gambling. You have to choose.
I'm asking the questions. Never stop thinking. 0 points. Next. SAS Perkibi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Trouble ahead. Proceed. Abyss flower, bloom. That which is seized must be repaid.
What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Need I teach someone a lesson? Let's test your knowledge. Fail. Get out.
Sounds like more business knocking.
Pity, you chose the wrong enemy. Receive divinity.
I owe you one.
Wait for the tiles before you start.
Never stop thinking. 0 points. Next.
Abyss flower, bloom.
I owe you one.
Receive divinity.
Tasty.
I underestimated you. Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return! That which is seized must be repaid.
Fights are like gambling. You have to choose. Oh! Don't need this style.
Let's test your knowledge. Fail. Get out.
We're just having fun.
That's a set. Play hard, win big, keep luck of the draw. Please, 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 please. Looks like victory!
Do you have answers? SAS knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood. 0 points. Next.
What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Fail. Get out.
Allow me to see you off.
Better late than never. Wait for the tiles before you.
Abyss flower, bloom.
I'm asking the questions. Never stop thinking. 0 points. Next.
We're just having fun.
Eternal sleep is not the... The dead will return! That which is seized must be repaid.
Equilibrium. Though
When life's all go, the trick is to steal a bit of downtime, right?
The faster the progress, the greater the chance of errors.
It's hard for a wanderer to find rest in this world.
I wish you all a journey that is free of illness. You came at a good time. There is something you can help me with. According to my patient records, there are a few that haven't come for their follow-up visits. It happens from time to time, but never as regularly as this. I'm a bit concerned. Have you heard of the complex illness mutual aid? Generally speaking, mutual aid societies like these allow patients to share their experiences and support each other. It's a way of countering all the negative emotional effects of being ill. But there might be more to this society than that. I've got a few patients who have started refusing treatment since joining the society. It certainly makes you wonder. And the most suspicious part is that no matter how much I ask, no one's ever willing to tell me anything about it. And that's where you might be able to help. It sounds dangerous, but what I want you to do is actually very simple. Investigate this so-called mutual aid society and find out what exactly they're up to. If I find out they're preventing me from doing my job, or if they're bringing harm to my patients, I won't just sit on the sidelines. Can I entrust you with this task? This little clinic has huge numbers of patients to deal with every day. If I didn't have you here to help me out, I wouldn't be able to focus on giving them quality care. Good luck. I'll be sure to...
You. I've seen... Don't play dumb. I might be sick, but my eyes still work. Let me guess. What's the use? Of course not. Every book I read has described people in my situation. Mutual aid, what now? What else is there to say? You think I need you to tell me? Don't try and persuade me. I've already thought this through. Dr. Vash never charged me anything either. Natasha's... You think I don't want to? I heard that he passed away. I should keep my... I heard that Natasha had something to do with Dr. Vash's death. They say she was jealous that her brother had stolen her patients, so she... Hey, it's just a rumor. Don't take my word for it. Forget I said anything. I'll go to the clinic for my follow-up a little later.
Avoiding a follow-up visit due to money issues. I should find another patient to talk to.
What was that? Oh, you'll have to be louder. My ears aren't what they used to be. Oh, everything's muffled. A follow-up visit. Is that what you're asking about? Natasha's a wonderful girl. She always gives me a thorough checkup. But at this age, it's rather a lot to bear. Even if they could cure me, I'm sure I wouldn't be around for long. Not for youngsters like yourself. When you get to my time of life, good health is a bit of a luxury, I'm afraid. My husband had the same illness as me, but he never touched the medicine. He wanted to make sure I had enough. Then, one day, he was forever saying I miss him. Do you think so? Wouldn't he want me to hurry up and join him? Okay, you win. It's... Did you want... Virtual... All right, I heard you.
Avoiding a follow-up visit due to her husband. I should find another patient to talk to.
Why haven't I gone for my follow-up visit? Are you a patient too, or did Dr. Natasha send you over? You should head on back then. Thank Dr. Natasha for her concern. I don't need Dr. Natasha's help now. Tell her to save her worries and medicine for other people. Huh, so you had a dispute with her. She's the only kind-hearted doctor in the underworld. I just don't really approve of her methods, that's all. Too idealistic, no real efficacy. She tries to save everyone, which means she can't save anyone. In the end, it's the patients who suffer, and she just tires herself out. Miners like me don't have time for lengthy treatments. If I can't take something and get right back to work, I may as well lie down and wait for death to come knocking. Did you, know Dr. Vash? His wonder medicine is cheap, and the results are immediate. You just need to, be willing to, take a little risk. Dr. Vash's medicine is different. Lots of people make a full recovery after taking it. But some get worse, and the unlucky ones check out early. Even knowing the risk, most people fight tooth and nail to get hold of the medicine. You know why? You're smarter than you look. When life forces you to the edge, you'll throw yourself at any opportunity, even if it means risking it all. For people like us, a slow and torturous treatment is the same as a death sentence. If it's between that and a quick result, we'll take the latter. Forget it. Why am I telling you all this? Dr. Vash is dead anyway. What? Now you're interested in the wonder medicine? Listen up. The Complex Illness Mutual Aid Society is still selling that medicine. I can tell you where they trade, but there's a rule. You must not tell any of this to Dr. Nato. Here, take this. It's the address.
I know where to find the wonder medicine. What should I do next? That patient didn't want me to tell Natasha about.
Hey, where do you think you're... In the Fragmentum? Give me a break. You're the same as everyone else that comes through here. If you want medicine, you don't need to go any further. You talk to me. And we only take cash. The Mutual Aid Society sets the price. It might be different from Dr. Vash and his handouts, but it's a darn sight cheaper than that clinic woman's medicine. Well, are you buying or not? Wait a minute. Your clothes. Now you get lost. Now! If you're...
Wait! What about our medicine? We've been waiting for ages.
Get lost! All of you! Save your breath!
That medicine seller sure shut up shop in a hurry. I should head back and report to Natasha.
It's hard for a wanderer to find rest in this world.
Are you hurt? Let me take a look. So the Mutual Aid Society found Vash's research results. And now they're selling this so-called wonder medicine to patients? Any organization doing something like this is interested in more than just mutual aid. As a doctor, I don't accept that. I'm responsible for their well-being. My attitude towards this wonder medicine won't change. What Vash left behind is nothing more than reagents and experimental byproducts. The word medicine doesn't apply here. I warned the patients countless times, but seems like they had their heads in the sand all along. No wonder they kept the Mutual Aid Society a secret from me. I'm guessing the patients you met weren't exactly singing my praises. I don't blame you. After everything you heard, I'm grateful you came back to find me. Your trust is important to me. If you're curious about Vash's wonder medicine, you should ask some...
Some people say that Dr. Vash was a saint who came from the overworld to help those in need. I don't buy it. People's doctor, that's just what people who've bought into the myth like to say. Vash used to distribute free medicine all the time, but he couldn't have cared less about the people taking the medicine. The hard truth is that we were just his test subjects. It didn't matter if the medicine worked or not. What mattered was having a constant stream of willing lab rats. Of course, I can't control what anyone else thinks. That's just how I see it.
The medicine Vash left behind? That stuff... Can you even call it medicine? I know Dr. Natasha's here, but I have to tell it like it is. Vash had zero medical ethics. He didn't deserve the title doctor. He may have had the capability, but he didn't use it to help anyone. Whenever I went to see him, he never even asked about my illness. He just prescribed me his so-called wonder medicine. If it were you, would you have taken that medicine?
Well, are you hurt?
Let me take a look.
I still haven't worked out how to convey it to you. The issue, I'm guessing you've heard a lot of different opinions on Vash. I want you to go and visit another patient, a victim of the wonder medicine. I want you to, once you've understood her situation, come back.
Who are you? Who? And who am I? Where's my husband? And where's my child? Where are they? You don't know. They don't know. Nobody knows. Where?
Come over here, child. That poor lady. Both her husband and child became ill and passed away. Yes, before her family passed away, she was a carefree young woman. Her husband and child caught a mysterious illness. The symptoms weren't grave, but their livelihood was certainly impacted. In order to try and rid themselves of the ailment once and for all, they bought some kind of wonder medicine. Who would have thought their condition would deteriorate so rapidly after they began using it? The two began to suffer terribly, such that death then became a blessing. It wasn't long before they departed this world, one after the other. From that moment on, she became as you see her now. If Dr. Natasha hadn't taken her under her wing, well, it doesn't bear thinking about. Just unlucky. Oh, as far as I'm concerned, those medicine dealers are making money for murder in broad daylight. Who would sell such a thing to the sick? Talking about it.
I wish you all a journey that is free. Did you speak to her? By the look on your face, I'm assuming. Be it Vash or the Mutual Aid Society, forces like that can take full advantage of the typical underworld state of mind. Let me tell you, there was once a brilliant doctor was set on his research met as such. Naturally, his sister was overjoyed. After all, as far as medicine was concerned, her brother had always been the standard she'd strive to attain. She brought her brother underground and entrusted him with her clinic and laboratory. I think you know what comes next. Issuing free medicine to the needy was just Vash's way of conducting experiments on his test subjects. On some level, his reagents were able to alleviate the patient's suffering, but nothing more. They would forget their pain for a while and neglect their regular treatment plans. The result? Patients with mild illness would attribute their recovery to the so-called wonder medicine, while patients with serious illness would quickly deteriorate, and sometimes die. I cannot accept that their fate was simply the result of misfortune or risk. No true doctor would accept that. That's why I want you to help me recover all the one. Thank you. This will be hard for the people that have come to rely on the wonder medicine. You mustn't hesitate. Recover. Go. I'll be waiting.